was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they
brought a lot of stuff to the Ratchet, but he ain't booked no local artists. So I was just checking it out, right? I was listening to what Hurricane Chris was saying. So I was like, okay, I got a lot of people down there in the street I can reach out to. But then I was like, no, because I don't want to be biased. Then I don't want to throw nobody no cross because them guys still live there. I say, so let me listen to what Chris saying. Hurricane Chris, speaking on that 50 spent $500,000 on the police officer, on the police, to make sure everybody's safe. And he didn't book not one local artist, and you got hot artists down there because he named Big Papa. I've been talking about Big Papa since I met Big Papa. So, and then Hot Boy Gator. And I'm like, okay, I'm checking. Now, and I know he said about Louisiana Legends, so when he said Louisiana Legends, I say, whoa, Master P was down there. I heard Fredo Bang came through. But I will say this. As a tourist, I kept speaking on how 50 made sure the police was out there, how he protect their, make sure everybody was safe. Because I had people drive from Pensacola to come down. It was people from Mississippi came down there. So my thing is, when my homie that drove down from Pensacola with his people, if something would have happened out there, the first thing he'd say, man, you had me come all the way from Florida down here and all this, bro, man. So I look at that. It was a success. But then I look at, okay, 50 came to the Ratchet. 50 threw his event. And you got the hottest rapper in the city, and Big Papa. He wasn't invited to none of the main events. However, I want to say 99.7. Hopefully I got that right. 99.7. Through a free event, and Big Papa performed, rocked the crowd. I was backstage, that's how I know. That's right, I was in the mix. So Big Papa was still able to get some free promotion where they piggyback off of the event 50 through, because 50 through the event brought the city out. Now, listen, we're going to throw a free thing under the bridge and let's cut it up, let's crank it up. So you got people like Cassandra, shout out to Cassandra's restaurant. So I'm shouting y'all out now. When I come at the street, I need discount. So anyway, now everybody that have a business out there, now they get to make money now. So I'm looking at it like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, Hurricane Chris. Now, it could have been some local artists that could have got some money in their pocket and did what they do. But then one would say, well, this is 50 money. He get to do what he wants. You can't tell a man how to spend his money or what to do, right? Now, let me go back on Chris' side for a second, because I've been hearing how people been in the comments saying, well, you had a deal, you didn't do this, why you didn't do this and this. Chris was a teenager, Chris was young. I'm hearing Chris still in his 30s now. So that was a long time ago. And I'm thinking about, even for myself, we don't think like, let me invest my money in the hood, let me invest my money in this. Now that we older, you sit back and be like, man, I could have did this, and this. Now you're more wiser. So I'm not going to bash him and be like, well, why you did this and this and this? No. What we're going to look at is this here, he have sparked the conversation. I could have reached out to some of the people, Hot Boy Gator, Big Papa, or the OG Bam Bam, the 411 Giant. Could have reached out to some Shawty. It's not my business to talk about because they're in the trenches. I could have reached out to those guys and got their opinion, but I didn't because, like I say, they in Shreveport, and I don't want them voicing their opinion with me and me putting it out, because I have a nice size audience on my channel, and I don't want to start no riffraff in the city, in the Ratchet. But I listen, and I'm hearing what Hurricane Chris doing and saying, and it's got people talking now. So now, People one would say, okay, because I did some homework, and I will say this, Chad. It's a white guy named Chad that had the club Cocoa Pellets. That's where I think they shot the Hey Baby at. A lot of concerts, a lot of stuff, millions were made. Blacks supported that club. But not one time did he have a school giveaway. Not one time did he give back. He already shut that down and made it a white club. But nobody didn't blast that. So we got a black entrepreneur come through, bring millions to the city. And yeah, a lot of us look at it like, well, man, he gonna, them people using 50 to fix the road, people using 50 to do this. 50 look at that like, I'm not from Shreveport, I'm from New York. But I came on down here because I saw opportunity. So now, what I'm going to do is, see, us as blacks, we look at it like, man, he did it. Nah, we can't do that. We could look at it like, okay, he put the spotlight on our city. So now let some of us come together and let's try to mimic that. Now we know we ain't going to be able to spend no $500,000 on no officers because at the end of the day, we're in a ratchet now. So now we got to be careful now when we try to come together and throw these events. You know, them young wild gonna still be like, okay, yeah, we about to bring our army out tonight, and then it might get crazy, and then people gonna say, see, so we don't want that. And like I said, I could have reached out to a few people in Shreveport and got them on my panel and discussed this matter. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just want to just chime in on it because I was actually in Shreveport. Got a chance to be go all through Shreveport, down bottom, the bottom boys. Wine, what's happening, baby? Y'all see the hat. But anyway, and they just had an event too. I missed it. Matter of fact, I need to call Bam and tell him about that. I wasn't invited to so I might be switching up on the bottom board. I might be going in another part of Shreveport. I think I might switch up on them because they didn't invite me. But anyway, that's another story. So, but let's get back to the topic at hand. Shout out to Shreveport. Shreveport got some motion right now. Got the spotlight on them. So y'all got to take advantage of that and try to make this money. And then all the leaders in different hoods need to come together and get y'all own book bag, get y'all own go back to school giveaways for these children. See, that's one thing you got to do too. Y'all go get one designated area or 2-3 designated area. Get you a few officers out there and give back to the community. So when they see y'all giving back, now when y'all throw events, okay, let's go support the event. Because one thing we do know, we're going to all agree with this. 50 not from Shreveport. So when 50 throw an event, the city going to come out. But if somebody from Shreveport throw the event, now it's he from down bottom, he from over there in that part of town. Yeah, we don't mess with, we ain't with it. I ain't gonna support that. We ain't doing that. That's the problem we have. And I would say this here. The reason why I understand what Hurricane Chris saying about no local artists was invited, because I'm listening to the voices in New Orleans, how they were cut up. I know them rappers that do all they were cut up the same if somebody came down there to that biddy and they didn't invite no local artists to perform, they'll be cutting up too, because they already be ticked off about certain stuff, people not putting them on there. So I get it, I understand that. Sometimes we can't be in that tunnel vision. Sometimes we gotta just...
Hey man, it's Gems, dog. Hey, listen. Terrance Gangster Williams has a point. Like I just said, 50 ain't from there. He don't, he doing the business that, he do. He doing what he do. You get what I'm saying? It ain't his responsibility to put your city on. Even though it would be nice, but it's not required. It's not a requirement. So, but it's just like, I guess it's just like the checking in thing. Yo, why you ain't holler at us? I've already checked in with your man, built my business and stuff here. I don't need to consult with y'all. I don't need to put you on nothing. I don't gotta holler at you for nothing. I don't have to do any of that. If I do it, it's a bonus to whatever I'm already doing. If I'm generating $500,000-$600,000 to your city and whatever else going on, I'm bringing business to the city. I'm still doing something for your city. But I do think that it may be a little bit of, hey, you didn't call me and put me on. You ain't, but what if it would have been another artist? Would you have still been upset? But he did do stuff for people. If Master P was dead, and how it's not somebody from Louisiana. I just think, like I said before, them two men need to have a conversation and really figure out what it is and what's really going on. Like, I don't know. And then, Hurricane Chris got out that one situation. Who's to say if, that's a piece of it? Oh, what would you think if I called a couple of boys like Hurricane Chris and, the mayor, whoever, the public officers are like, nah, he got a little bit of bad press. We might want to stay away from that. Because he did just beat a murder charge or whatever. But even though it was a self-defense, we don't want those tensions around. You get what I'm saying? So, like, that may have been a political situation. So, who knows? Like, that's crazy.
I was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me, to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they way.
How the fuck you supposed to be a nigga that's a part of hip-hop? You throw a motherfucking concert in Louisiana and don't book no Louisiana legends and put no bankroll in no Louisiana legends pocket, but you pay the police $500,000. What type of bitch ass shit is that? Nigga, you ain't fucking with my city, nigga. You taking advantage of my city, nigga, cause shit cheap and shit costs way less than it costs where you from. And y'all stupid, slow motherfuckers so crazy that y'all gonna let this nigga come down here and not show no love to Louisiana. This nigga ain't booked no Louisiana artist. This nigga ain't booked Big Papa. This nigga ain't booked B Will. This nigga ain't booked Hurricane. That nigga didn't even go to Baton Rouge and get no boosies or no webbies. Like, nigga didn't fuck with us. Nigga came to take advantage of us. Shreveport had cheap ass land. He came and bought that shit, and a nigga don't give a fuck about fucking with us. And he just showed you that by paying the police $500,000 when we got young niggas out here starving, when we got young niggas out here killing each other. That fucking money could have went to anything to help the motherfucking youth. We don't need more money invested into the police, nigga. We need more motherfucking money invested into the community. We need motherfuckers who know the community, who know the people, who willing to put their motherfucking feet on the ground to make a difference with their influence. Fuck your money, nigga. We don't care nothing about it, nigga. You think these white people ain't been having no motherfucking money in Louisiana, nigga? They using you to come through this motherfucker and to pay the city up. Nigga, they finna use you to rebuild the roads. They not finna use you to help the youth, nigga. Louisiana give a fuck about jail.
Hey, man. This getting crazy. So I don't really think that this is a quote-unquote beef between 50 Cent and Hurricane Chris. I feel like this is a misunderstanding between two gentlemen, and the reality of it is, I guess Hurricane Chris feels like, yo, you're in Shreveport. You have businesses in Shreveport. You doing a lot of things down here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Why didn't you holler at us? Why didn't you holler at, maybe him? Maybe Hurricane Chris like, yo, you should have hit me. And just, extended the olive branch, put me down with it or whatever the play was. But at the end of the day, once he's contacted he's been operating in Shreveport for a minute. Once he tapped in with the mayor or whoever got his permits and licenses to do the studios or whatever he's doing down there and building those businesses in Shreveport, he didn't have to do anything or contact you or put you in the play or anything like that. It would have been dope to see, but it's not a requirement. So I understand Hurricane Chris is feeling away, but 50's not entitled to do that. A lot of people feel like, oh, you're in position, you gotta put me in position or give me an opportunity or put me on. That's not true. Sometimes you just have to do the work for yourself, and being a man, you gotta put in your own work, right? He may not have felt like Hurricane Chris was a part of it.
Big dummy, you just proved my point. You don't know shit about the city. Shreveport, the nigga just said I got one song. Nigga, I go all the way back to 5 Entertainment. That's how I know you don't know shit about the city, homie. You just a culture vulture ass nigga that seen some shit for sale and you wanted to come profit. Now go ahead and go get some niggas something since I done got on your ass. Go ahead and go try to pound it to some niggas and put some niggas on or do something and help some niggas cause you see I'm getting on your motherfucking ass. Go ahead and try to play chess like that. You ain't gonna outsmart me, nigga. I ain't none of these dumbass fool ass niggas you ever dealt with. Nigga, I got a whole catalog of shit. Me and Boosie got a mixtape. Nigga, I've been dropping music in Shreveport since 05. I've been touring in Louisiana and all these Texas areas since 05. Dumbass nigga don't know nothing about our culture. That's why I was going off on this nigga. Cause I know this nigga don't give a fuck to do no research about us and our people. Shreveport, man, say, man. Stand up or fall for any motherfucking time. You got to stand up for something, man.